On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what one, a blessed and wonderful Sunday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now me peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps, to the name Sunday, the day when some of the ones them out there traverse the church. So whilst doing so, please remember On The Spot News Media, its loyal viewers and subscribers in your immediate prayers. You definitely see how Jamaica run right now, so you know for sure. So we need that now more than ever. And to all of the ones them out there in the kitchen, I deal with the finger licking chicken, you don't know, today is the official red rice and roaster day. Yeah man. And to all of the regular ones them out there who traverse in the streets, safe travel, pan the gravel from Moran Point to the Grill Point continuously. Look out on the corner, yeah, cause the old dirty corner boy them always out there lurks. Yeah man. So we're gonna kick it off this morning, my peeps, with a rather bizarre, sick and twisted type of story, because the level of cruelty displayed in this story is definitely not the normal behavior for the regular criminal element out there. The person of which I'll be speaking, I would consider that man to be a psychopath. Yeah man. Cruelty to a whole different level. So detectives in the St. James Police Division have arrested a suspect in a loss of life, a set of loss of life of not just one, nor two, nor three, but 5 homeless persons between June and August of this year. The arrest was made on Thursday, August 31st, after the police used forensic evidence and technological powers to link that psychopath to the cases. The suspect, whose name is being withheld by the police, was charged, as it is said that he took the life of his victims by using a sharp instrument to knife them up. So we're going to hear from the police chief. He will give you a little understanding, and then we're going to delve into the meat of the matter to give you the full understanding of what took place. So we're going to hear from Police Chief Major General Anthony Henderson as he weighs in on this new revelation during an interview with the Constabulary Force Corporate Communications Unit. Listen.
This is not a permissive environment for criminals to go and rob and do as they please. And as fast as we can, using the determination and commitment that our officers have and technology that we also possess, we will find you. If you are doing that, we will get you. We will find you. So we've had those, and just today we have a case of, I believe over the last 2 months, we've had 5 homeless persons killed by stabbing down here. 1 survived the case, and it's really due to good police work on the St. James division part that we actually now have the perpetrator in custody, still being questioned, and will be charged very soon. So we're getting breakthroughs on these cases. It is really the attacks on those homeless people was really what you call a senseless set of killings. But it's good that that person is now in our custody. So that's really what's been happening, and it's been good to be out with Mr. Ellis and his team here in St. James. The work continues.
Now, my peeps, I've said this over and over again, that death, doom and gloom hovers over the heads of persons within the parish of St. James. And this just proves the level of evil in some of its residents. Now, this psychopath that the commissioner spoke about is said to be 25 years old and from the Westgate Hills community. Now, this brother attacked 7 homeless persons whilst in their sleep and took the life of 5 of his 7 victims. The other 2, luckily for them, they got injured, but they escaped with their lives. And all of this took place in less than 1 month. Now, the crimes committed by this criminal element here, which claimed the lives of 4 females and 1 male, took place in sections of Montego Bay between July 28 to August 20. The suspected perpetrator, who was held by the police on Wednesday afternoon after reportedly attempted to hold on and take a female. I don't understand by this what I mean by hold on and take. For try to force himself into the people them girl pitney without they giving consent. Now, he attempted to do the same thing to a female on the Corinaldi Avenue area of Montego Bay. And he reportedly confessed to the taking of the innocent persons' lives, the lives of the homeless persons on the street after he was taken into custody by the police. He also was out on bail, my peeps. The psychopath of which I speak was also out on bail for forcible abduction. Now, a highly placed source in the Jamaica Constabulary Force stated that some of the bloody crimes committed by this criminal element, whilst on his murderous rampage, was captured on CCTV systems throughout the system. The first victim was a woman who was found lifeless along Jimmy Cliff Boulevard on Friday, July 28. I also covered that one. The same night, a man was knifed up, losing his life near a gas station on Barnett Street. The victim, who was known as Junior Cross, was knifed up on July 30 and taken to the hospital for medical treatment. He succumbed to injuries on August 18th. On August 9th, it is believed that the suspect continued his bloodbath, knifing up an unidentified male before wounding another on August 19th, and the latter of the 2 victims survived. All the victims were knifed up seriously whilst they slept. Now, the suspect reportedly became so brazen that he attacked a man known as David Johnson in front of the Barnett Street police station on August 20. Johnson survived that brutal onslaught. Another man known as Ken Warren became the 7th victim. The 25-year-old suspect, who remains in custody, was reportedly posing as a taxi operator on Wednesday when an unsuspected woman boarded his car about 2:30 p.m. He allegedly diverted from the normal route, lying to the passenger that he had another person to pick up along Malvern Hall Avenue, which runs off the Corinaldi Avenue. It is further alleged that he then locked the car doors and pulled a knife before demanding that the woman have intercourse with him. The quick-thinking woman, though, reportedly told him that she first had to urinate before complying with his sick and twisted demands. When he opened the door to allow her to exit, she immediately ran and screamed for help. Several police who were in the area on tour with a government minister came to her rescue. So that is where the police commissioner came in and stated that he commended the cops for their quick response. And that is how the local psychopath was caught and taken off the streets. And after which, of course, after the police used their technological powers to link him to all these other loss of life of the homeless persons, he finally confessed. So my peeps, you have some real sick and twisted people out there walking our streets, and we ought to be careful and mindful of some of these wicked people. Yeah, man. So anyway, make we move on. Now, over there in the parish of St. Elizabeth, the St. Elizabeth police have arrested a man in relation to his wife, loss of life. Now, the deceased has since been identified as this woman here, presently on your screen. A 38-year-old cosmetologist known as Alecia Griffiths. And of course, the man beside her is the accused. So reports from the police suggest that sometime about 12:30 on Friday morning, an explosion was heard coming from a house occupied by Miss Griffiths and her husband. The police were called in, and upon their arrival, the body of the woman was seen on the floor in a pool of red substance leaking from her upper body and head. It is said that the woman, husband, who is a licensed firearm holder, is being questioned by the police. Now, word on the street is that him, nyamming wife food, and broke the plate. But we still stand by and await the official police report, pending the question and answer by them. And still in the parish of St. Elizabeth, a 73-year-old woman has been taken into police custody following the loss of life of her 75-year-old husband at their home in a place known as Cabbage Valley district in St. Elizabeth. All of this took place on Saturday morning. The man who lost his life has since been identified as Arthur Townsend, a farmer of the said district. It is said that his life was taken by his own wife following a disagreement over his will. On the Spot News Media also understands that the wife is also a farmer. It is reported that sometime around 4 a.m., the couple was at home when they reportedly had a dispute over the last will and testament of the husband that he was purportedly preparing. It is said that the wife became upset at the husband because he did not include her name in the will. An argument reportedly developed, during which a sharp object was used to knife up the man all over his body, leaving him lifeless, same place, on the spot. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced you know what, and the wife was taken into police custody. The Balaclava police is presently investigating. So even the older heads in our society, my peeps, who should know better, because with age comes experience, and they should be at an advantage as to how to deal with certain situations like this. And even them, the death, doom and gloom that hovers over the heads of Jamaicans on the island of Jamaica has consumed the persons who we should be learning from. Also, the thing rough, and all I can say is that we need to do better as a people, and as older ones we need to set better example, because that story, nobody wins, nobody gets anything, because the husband is laying lifeless on a block of ice, and the wife at that age is off to prison for the rest of her life. I just hope that the surviving family members of the deceased Deal with it on a different level and don't make a reoccurrence of what took place with the one that is alive and going off to prison and the one who is now lifeless going under the ground, untimely so. We just need to learn to deal with our differences in a more amicable fashion. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscasts. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.